Well, folks, I got a new friend here. This is Michael. Michael contacted me yesterday. He lives down here in Slocum, really, maybe a mile from my Slocum bees. And
yes, sir.
Underneath here, we have a water meter. And so he asked if I'd kind of come down and check them out and see if we could get these bees moved into a box. And so I was coming down here anyway, so I'm like, well, what the heck, we'll do that. And so it was a nice little ball of bees. They had just started, this comb right here is what they started to build. Just a few little white combs, just beautiful stuff. And Michael and I have been sitting here talking, and I thought, well, we'll just crank the camera up and just do a quick little interview, get to know you a little bit, introduce you to the channel and the folks out there in bee land. And so, Michael, take just a couple minutes and tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Troy, Alabama, and I moved here in down around the Slocum area to meet some of my distant relatives, an aunt and uncle that lived down here in '81. And I met my wife that was going to church here in Slocum, and I found out that she was related to some of the people that you've got your bees, the bee hives at the place over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I once helped a beekeeper in Troy, where I was originally from, and I was in the reserve unit, and I got away from it, and then I got back into wanting to keep bees, and I became an Army veteran, disabled Army veteran, and bees have always been a thing to me that's just been God's creation, but it's unique on how they work and what they do in making their honey, and the drones, the queen bee, and everything that a bee does in life as they go through the different stages from the summertime to the different seasons and what a bee does.
Well, what I've decided to do, I've got an old nuke box here with a lid and a feeder here. I got some new frames in there from Premier Bee Company and one old frame in there with some comb in it. We found the queen, and I'm gonna let you have this, man, so you can get started with your journey here. And I'm gonna come kind of maybe help Michael out a little bit. I've told him about Hives for Heroes. Maybe we'll see if he can get signed up for that and just the resources there. And Michael's a veteran, Army veteran, and so we appreciate your service, man. And we were talking earlier about how beekeeping can almost save lives, honestly. I know of at least a couple of people who've told me that bees saved their life. And so people that were in a situation mentally, whether it be from military situation, addiction type things, or just different things. I know at least two people that I know will tell you that bees save their lives. And so they can be very therapeutic. I'm not sure why it is. You know, you mentioned there's something divine about it, and that's true, but something about the harmony, we're sitting here right now. You see the bees buzzing all around us, and I came out here originally with my jacket on because I wasn't sure how they were gonna be, and they've been super gentle, and we got them in the box, and they're trying to get reoriented here because I got this box here and they're flying all around us, but there's something about them, man. I don't know what it is.
My elders in my past have told me that local bee honey is also good for different kinds of, like if you've got, how do I say this, if you're Allergies, there you go, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Excuse me, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Okay, the allergies, that's what it is, allergies. And you get the local honey from the local bees, those allergies, you can almost overcome some of those allergies.
Yeah, they say that, and I have people that swear by it. I'm not sure the details on that, but it's definitely good for you, man. Whatever, it's from nature, it's natural. And anyway, I've enjoyed talking to Michael this morning and getting to know him a little bit, and he said he watched the channel. He got a hold of my number, reached out to me, and literally it's about maybe a mile down this road right here, probably not even a mile down this road right here where my Slocum bees are.
Right.
Tell us the story about the old oak tree right over here. And
there was an old oak tree up the road, it's just walking distance, about 300 feet. The old Eubanks place used to be right up there, and there's an old oak tree there. And in '85, '86, I came outside one day and some bees started swarming, and I looked up in the tree and there's a big hole in it, kind of a knot hole in the tree, and there was bees in that hole. And every year or every spring, they would go to swarming. And that tree, those bees stayed in that tree for at least 20 years. Until the tree got old and maybe the mites got a hold of them and just maybe disease or whatever. But anyway, that's when that was unique to me, to walk up to that tree and watch the bees fly up into the hole in the knot in the
Yeah,
in the
there's
tree
just
there.
something about it, and beekeeping's not for everyone, but for those who it is for, it's an absolute addiction, and it's just incredible. There could be worse things, right?
Right, that's right.
Tell us kind of why you want to do bees.
Everything that we do, God gives us a talent. And I've been attached to bees since I was a young man. Like I said, I used to help beekeepers in maintaining and keeping their bees, right? And keep, cleaning out the frames and boxes and stuff like that. And I've always wanted to kind of be a beekeeper. And I think, well, the bees are here, so why not give it a chance, give them a chance.
Yeah, why not? I mean, otherwise they'd be in this water meter here and they get sprayed, or someone to come and take them away. That's originally what I thought was going to happen, is I was going to take them away, but I'm cool with, I think it's awesome that you want to give it a shot, and we'll just let you start out with this little nuke colony, and whether or not this colony survives, if you're determined, we'll see if we can get you rocking and rolling and get you moving forward with your beekeeping adventure.
And I appreciate that.
Greg Burns, a friend of mine up at Nature's Image Farm in Ohio, he asked people the question, you kind of answered it already. He says, what is it about those bugs in a box? And I think we've talked about that a little bit already, but for me, it's a divine thing, man. I mean, you just look at the shape of this comb. It's hexagonal shaped.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is perfect. You feel how lightweight that is. It's not full of honey yet. And just, that's wax. I mean, the bees produce the wax. So many incredibly miraculous things. And I love the bees. If you watch my channel, hopefully you know that. I don't always do the right thing. Sometimes I goof up or I lose colonies, but man, I just, like this situation right here, this is what I love about beekeeping. Sometimes it feels way more like work, but just hanging out with folks like Michael here and just talking about bees and having them fly all around, man, it just doesn't get better than that. Well, Michael, I appreciate you hanging out with me for a minute and talking.
Thank you, Bruce.
Well, I gotta do that again, man. You got a firm handshake. There you go. Now it's better.
Thank you, Mr.
All
Bruce.
right. And Michael, you're gonna become a YouTube star. So appreciate you joining us. Appreciate y'all joining us. Y'all take care, and we'll catch you next time. This is what's unique about these bees.
What's unique about these bees is I'm sitting here next to them, and they were in this water meter. And if they had wanted to really attack the person, attack something, and people do fear bees, but if they wanted to attack me, they could have very well. I could have been stung to death by it right now. But they're not. They're not aggressive. They're sweet bees.